Hi, and welcome to a new review. I'm at Whitford Caravan Centre, main Coachman dealer, around one of the, or should I say, one of the main roads. Hi, welcome to the channel. Hi, welcome to a new review. I'm at Whitford Caravan Centre, just outside Burnley, long-standing Coachman dealers. So that always tells you something, doesn't it? That they're actually, very committed to that brand, which means buying from them, a Coachman, well, they've got lots of experience. So, where am I in? I'm in an Arcadia. Now, I've done the 462. I did that at their trade show. And although the van is still a nice van, I did say I felt like they'd built it down a little bit. And I felt awful saying that because I think Coachman are cracking tourer. And they are. Let's face it, they're a good, solid, dependable tourer. But the Arcadia, I just thought they've made it a little bit less appealing. Anyway, I'm looking at the 575, which is very popular in the VIP range, one of the most popular probably layouts there is. So that's transverse bed and rear end full washroom and front lounge here. Now, these are around about, let me have a look. I'm going to cheat. I did look before. 32,205, and here at Whitford's they're doing them for 32,252. So 30,252. So you save yourself a couple of grand. Again, how long that price will be, I don't know. On a brand new 2025 model, I don't know. But anyway, now this comes with a decent spec. You've got Aldi heating, access lockers as well on here to the front. But we'll come to that in a moment. Let's do a good old tour of the Arcadia 575 for 2025. Let's see if it impresses me better than the 460. Well, I'm going to start off in this front lounge because I've got the parallel seating. They're not long enough to stretch out on. You've got your typical inbuilt drawers here because the way Coachman have designed the gas locker. Now, you don't get as much space as you do on a normal conventional full width locker. These are compartmentized. That was brought in a few years ago now. And Van Royce and Van Master used to use that system as well. But it does restrict you a little bit. And that's the same on all Coachmans. But anyway, I've just been sat around on the cushions, very comfortable. Some nice quality scatters there. Some curtains here at the front, which are really there for show. And we've got some curtains here on the side. Now, hang on. Am I right in thinking that the original one I looked at never had them? They just had like some flimsy thing. I'm sure. Or am I getting this wrong? I'm not sure. Anyway, let's carry on. So, let's get around here. Big sunroof, of course, and a very comfortable lounge area. Good storage at the top here. Comes down and slide up. Now, as I said, these lockers just don't. They're modern looking, but they're very deep. But they just feel a bit plain, considering what the original ones were like on the 2024s. I thought looked a bit better. But anyway, that's just me. Maybe I don't know. We've still got the tape used here, and some of it is just peeling on. I noticed on the side there, and also I'm just going to go on it while I'm at it. Is I'm still surprised that Coachman not using GRP sides. I think that's something they should be starting to look at doing. Everyone's gone to GRP sides now. They're still on aluminium, and the GRP is far better than what it used to be many years ago when Swift put it on the first Abbey. Abbey Domino it was, and then the Abbey's rest of the Abbey range. Anyway, let's cut out the history lesson. Plenty, as I say, for 4 people, plenty of room here. Get your what do you call it, table up, your main one, and your little coffee table there, and it's a comfortable little lounge area. Again, we're talking a fancy 2-berth, aren't we? Anyway, let's get over into the kitchen. Got the microwave. It's set a little bit high, actually. I thought they might have put that down a bit low. See what I mean about the tape there? It's just coming away. It shouldn't be doing that. Maybe that's just down to, I'm sure that's obviously rectified. Maybe it's just a faulty piece on there. Place here again to put your telly. And while I'm on about the tellies, the aerial, they switched over to Telco from Vision Plus, which I'm a bit surprised at. I always think the Telco one is a very sort of like a copy of the Vision Plus. There's your fridge freezer, little place there for your free standing table. And when you come over to here, of course, it's your main kitchen area. You've no separate drawers. I would think that'd be probably down to a bit of a cost cutting exercise. You've only got that there. I mean, there's plenty of storage there, don't get me wrong, but this just feels a bit, I don't know, as though they've just been trying to cut costs a bit. You get the Thetford dual fuel hob, of course. And again, decent enough sink, but quite thin is that. That's about 40 there, obviously your window, some downlighters, storage up here, and it opens up the top. And you do get a normal skylight in here. But there's plenty of space to move around, so people can come through here while you're cooking, and no one's going to get in your way. Don't know if I'm keen on that splashback, but I can't remember if I said that on that first review I did on the 460. But anyway, that's your kitchen area. There's a bit of workspace, and again, you've got a little bit of extra workspace here. Not a terrific lot, but enough for most people. Let's get into that bedroom area. Right, 575 VIP was very popular, of course, and this transverse layout has been popular now for quite a number of years, generally. You've got some plug sockets down here, USB point, mirror on the wall here, and again, but they've put these like, this doesn't seem right. I think they might have been better pinning them down. I don't know. What do you think? At least they've made an attempt with it, and it's not quite so flimsy, but I think something would have been better because these are sort of just sway around, don't they? And that, I think they might have been better sort of just pinned on there. Maybe panels, actually. We could go for that. Again, using this same as they've used on the splashback there in the kitchen. Double bed, of course, that pulls out to make it so it's more usable, of course, for your length. You've got wardrobe here, a decent sized wardrobe. Yeah, Aldi tank in there, cupboard underneath, bit of a shelf there. Nice little headrest at the back there. Some more storage above the bed there. And I'm trying to think actually where the spot lamps are there. There must be some up here. Yeah. I wonder if there's strip lights underneath there. I would be hoping so. I'd hope that there is some spot lamps of some description here, because you're just relying on the overhead lit lockers. If you sat in bed there and you were reading, you're going to be a bit limited on your light, maybe. Again, wardrobe on this side, same size as that. Again, storage underneath. Again, a little cubby hole down there. All in all, it's great. Let's do that washroom. And they've got a window in here, which is good. Again, we've got this wall finish, that pattern again. It's been carried on that theme through on that wall side. And this that pattern, that's a bit sort of 60s, 50s. Bit of retro. Decent freestanding sink. Storage again below, Thetford cassette loo. Chrome radiator there. Nice big mirror, lipped shelves, which is good. Small roof vent at the top there, but again, a good, decent sized shower cubicle, and obviously fully lined as well. That looks really good. Enough room to get changes here. I won't say it's a tight squeeze. Not a terrific lot of room, but there's enough. Right. I think it's the time to have our quick summary, as we call it. See what we think overall. Right, okay. Now, if we want to be very unfair to Arcadia, we could say this is the poor man's VIP. If you can't stretch to a 575, then in the VIP range, or even going up into the laser range, you may say, well, this is a poor man's version. Now, look, that, as I say, that sounds a bit harsh. In some ways, it's not far from the truth. It does obviously feel a lot different from when you go into a VIP, but then again, it should feel a lot different for the extra in the cash that the VIP is required. But what do I think overall? Well, as I say, I just find it a little bit, they've been doing a bit of cost cutting, I think. Build quality wise, same old Coachman, not a problem there. It's as solid and made as they always have been. But it just seems that using this sort of locker finish is a little bit, to me, I wouldn't have expected that in a Coachman, unless they were deliberately going into a real more budget end. Now, as I say, I don't like sounding harsh on that because it does sound harsh, but I don't mean it to. It's got a lot of good points. It feels very spacious. The kitchen's got decent cupboard storage. The bathroom's good, but it does feel a lot less. How can I put it? It just doesn't feel quite the same as last year's Arcadia. I think that felt better, but the only trouble with last year's Arcadia was it ran very close to VIP. A lot of people would say, well, hang on, to spend the extra money, yes, the VIP's got a few more fancy trim and that, but the Arcadia, everything they've got. Now, it still has, don't get me wrong, but it doesn't come with a radio anymore. That's gone. I think that's something they shouldn't really admit. I think that should be standard anyway. Always a radio listener. I don't always want the TV on all the time. And I don't want to start bringing a transistor with me or messing about. I'm in a dealer retrofit, or I don't sure see it could even be on the options. I'm not sure. So overall, yes, it's still a nice van. Yes, it still feels practical, but for me, it just feels a little less Coachman-like with its interior styling. The flat doors on the cupboard doors on the sink, and just like the one drawer comes out, it just feels a little bit more slightly entry level. Dare I say it? Yes, I've said it. So there you go. If you disagree with me, please say so. I won't be offended. You might pick out something that I don't know about. And again, for the beds, just going there, they use the slatted system, which again, really, I just looked at a 2016 Coachman down there pastiche, which Arcadia replaced, and that had the proper full-out frame, which is far better, far stronger. I always think. To me, that's a retrograde step. Is going on to slats. Anyway, please keep watching. Please keep subscribing to the channel. I know there's a lot of people out there who don't subscribe but watch the channel. I had a chap come up to me the other day and he just said, "Oh," he said, I watch you." And I said, "Oh dear." He said, "Yeah, I don't subscribe though." He said, "I watch other people." And I went, "That's fine. No, doesn't worry me. Yes, it's great if you subscribe, but yeah, it's a free will. You go watch any other YouTube video on this sort of thing. That's not a problem." So, I do know there's a lot of people out there that are watching and don't subscribe. But if you do watch, and you haven't subscribed, please press that old subscribe button. There's nothing comes up on the screen. I have to say it myself to say subscribe. I don't want anything like that distracting. I hate a lot of videos that I watch on YouTube, not caravan stuff, other stuff, car related stuff, and these things that keep going up, bing bing and all this, and that really irritates me. So I'll leave you and see you on the next video. On quite a nice evening, late afternoon here at Whitford Caravan Centre. They've been great to let me just come and do whatever I want. It's been great. And I say, great people to deal with. Lots of customers keep coming back here. Lots of happy faces. And I don't work for them, and I'm not promoting them. I'm just saying what I generally feel. And I've been doing a lot of dealer visits over the last many 40 plus years. But they have got some of the old-fashioned presence about them, and yeah, they're good for a chuttle and a cup of tea and a biscuit as he gave me. And we had a good talk about the industry, because that's what I like. I love the industry. So I love talking about it. I love what's happened, what's been, what's coming. Anyway, I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching, and please keep sending me those comments. Good or bad, doesn't matter.